on today's show. We're so pumped to hang out with you guys. Thank you for joining us a little bit late. It's out on the West Coast, 8 o'clock. It is 11 o'clock. It's basically voice of one wheel time. Maddie Potts is furious with me. We'll tell you about that next. I have a very, very nice story for you about last night and why I got home at 2 o'clock in the morning. And we are struggling right now, but we'll do it together. So strap it on, folks. It's Luch Dog in the morning.
What's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladati, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Luch Dog.
Luch Dog. Luch Dog.
This is Andy fucking Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Luch Dog in the morning.
#1 podcast in the world. Yeah, boy.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome to the show. Let's do this thing. It is Belly Matt LaBelle and Braxton Blue hanging out with you, sans Maddie Potts. So welcome to the show, my wonderful friends. Belly, you are holding it down like a GD champion this week. How are you holding up, bud?
It's a lot easier today. I got Braxton's, dude.
Braden Walker is his name. He goes by Slutty Boy 5, also the co-founder of the G-Spot. Brady, what's up, dude?
We're doing well, doing fine as wine this morning. How are we doing out there, Luch?
Well, I'm great, man. I've never called you Brady in a while. He goes by Brax on the show. He goes by SB5. He does a lot of things for us. He is in the big chair today. We're excited to have him. Belly, how do I sound? It looks like I'm a little choppy over there. Am I coming through okay?
We're sounding good. We're feeling good. The stream's health is not great right now, but it's coming back. So we're it's coming back. If
you're in the social media lounge, it's going to improve. It did this yesterday too. It looks like it will be back in about 2 minutes. So anyway, we got a big one for you guys. Thank you for joining us a little bit late. Everybody got an extra hour of sleep in. We had some extra time to prepare the food for you in the social media lounge. So Belly, what are we serving today?
Oh, baby. We've got some good stuff today in the social media lounge. We've got a massive helping of ready-to-go scrambled eggs with cheese on top, of course. We've also got some perfectly cooked hash browns with a little mixed in peppers and onions, all the good fixins. But right at the end of the station, right past the beautiful fluffy pancakes we have laying out for you, we've got the one and only carving station with the fantastic. You just hung up on Luch Dog. You better call him back right now. He is going to be so mad at you.
I did not hang up.
But in the social media lounge with that carving station, we've got a beautiful rack or a beautiful brisket ready to go for you in the social media lounge today. So do enjoy what we've got going on. Just, imaginary eat like when you're eating. You ever seen that scene in Hook when all the kids pretend? You know that movie I'm talking about, Brax? You seen the movie Hook?
No, I have not.
With Robin Williams? Man, what?
I have not seen that movie.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What do you mean you haven't seen that movie?
I'm a young one, man.
Well, so anyway, there's a scene in this movie where all they're sitting down to eat. Of course, there's Bacon, Rebecca Randolph. Anyway, the scene is set where they're all at this table and they're about to eat, and then they serve all the food and there's nothing on the plates, but everyone's eating except for Robin Williams.
Interesting.
No, hang up. It looks like his computer shut down.
Yeah, it's got to be him. It's got to be him.
He hopefully is messaging us. Anyway.
All right, here we go. Incoming call from Luch Dog in the morning.
Oh, do we have him back?
And we're back.
Sorry about that.
This is just always a train wreck whenever you try to do it from remote. But we're trying to work these kinks out. I see our stream is red. So we're gonna have a little bit of kinks today. It looks like.
No,
how are you guys doing?
I'm seeing green right now on the stream. I just refreshed. Also, what happened there, boss? We called you back like 3 times, and
dude, I don't know. Skype totally froze out on me. So let's just go ahead and roll
so
right
while
through
you
it.
were gone, while you were gone, I want to update you. So we finished up talking about what was on the in for the social media lounge today with bacon and brisket and all this good stuff. But then I was telling them to have like a Hook meal and just imagine eating all that. And I know you've
meal. What is that?
I know you've seen the movie Hook, right?
Oh yeah.
And they have this giant feast. Well, we also just discovered during that Brax has never seen the movie Hook.
No, I have not.
What?
You'd think. I know.
How's
which
it possible? Dude, okay. I mean, I haven't seen Titanic. That's bad.
Yeah.
What? All right, dude. That's really bad.
Yeah, but you're not missing out on anything other than, having your heartstrings pulled at by missing Titanic. You're missing out on childhood by not seeing Hook.
Well, Hook's a weird that's a weird genre of a movie, and if you really think about the premise of it, but
well, I mean,
Peter Pan grows up to marry Wendy's daughter, who he's like, because Wendy gets too old.
Oh, it is a little bit weird. That is a little bit weird. Yeah, I know. There's a little bit of like, wait, who wrote this?
Wait, Captain Hook?
Yeah, it's about the movie. It's about Peter Pan and Captain Hook and that mystery or that whatever they call it.
So it's like a spin-off movie from Peter Pan?
No, it's not. It's an adaptation.
It is Peter Pan. It is the only Peter Pan movie that's ever existed, and it's Robin Williams playing Peter. I mean, Peter.
Wait, you said the movie was called Hook?
It's called Hook.
It is. It is.
Isn't the movie called Peter Pan?
No, it's about it's Hook. It's about a grown Peter Pan who left Neverland and then has to come back and save his kids from the clutches of Captain Hook, who stole them from the real world.
Dude, it's dark, Brax. They're not messing around. Like when they put that dude in the box, put him in the box.
The boo box.
Like, oh no.
Fun fact for you: that wasn't actually a dude. That was actually Meryl Streep.
Who?
The person they put in the boo box was Meryl Streep.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yes. How do you not know this stuff? How do I know this stuff?
Yes. Social Media Lounge, did you know that? Are you kidding me?
Social Media
Meryl
Lounge.
Streep in the boo box?
Did you know that Meryl Streep was the one that got put in the boo box? The one that's like, no, not in the boo box. Yeah, that's her.
Belly, tell them what the boo box. What do they tell Brax what the boo box is?
So
That's like terrifying.
So they throw this person into this like treasure chest basically looking thing, and it's got this small door on it where they just drop scorpions in.
Brax, you can basically only be on like your knees. You're like all stuck in there, and then they just drop all of these scorpions in there. No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Enough to kill you.
Yeah. So anyway,
Meryl didn't walk out of that, did she, Belly?
Which one? No.
Meryl didn't walk out of the boo box. You don't walk out of the boo box.
Although they were bigger scorpions,
don't.
and I hear the bigger the scorpion, the less poisonous the bite or the sting. So
is that seriously true?
Good morning to everybody in the Social Media Lounge. I saw we have UK and we have Rebecca's in there. I just was in there real quick. So for everybody who is there, thank you guys for joining us. Belly, dude, I drove, just do a little quick left turn, get into it. Dude, I drove, Brax, you've been out here. I drove the PCH for the first time yesterday. That is an incredible experience.
For the first time? And you've been out there how many times now?
I know. And so that's the thing. Like, Belly and I were talking on last week's show about window shopping and how you need to kind of like get out of your comfort zone to remind yourself what exists. And dude, it would have been so easy for me to just chill yesterday and like not do anything. Like I got a pretty nice setup here. You guys can see, like, this is my bed. I'm sitting in my kitchen right here. There's no door. It's just like one room. It's just the bed, the kitchen, and then this like outdoor bungalow, like patio with a lemon tree hanging over it. And I'm just chilling. And like, it could be in the shade. It's like 68 degrees in August. So like, it's very easy for me to just be like, I'm good. I'm going to take a safety break, chop some Christmas trees and watch some videos or whatever. But like, dude, I'm out here. I might as well go. So like, I went out and hit the coast, and then I just started driving north.
Oh, you drove north?
How far did you go?
I did. Well, I typed in Big Sur, and that was like 5.5 hours away, and I was like, whoa, that's far.
Whoa, that's far.
California's huge. I'm looking at signs that are like San Francisco, 354 miles. I've never seen 354 next to a city before.
You got to think about it in retrospect. So, like on the west Coast, there's Oregon, there's Washington, Oregon, and California, and that's the West Coast. And the East Coast has like. The East Coast has Maine, Connecticut, New York, Philadelphia, or New Jersey, Virginia, DC, Maryland. Like the entire East Coast is like 14, 15 states. West Coast is 4. 2, 3.
I'm pretty sure it's like New York to Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really long. And so anyway, I looked at Big Sur. That's way too long. But then I saw Santa Barbara was only like an hour and a half from where I was. And I was like, all right, I'll use that as a destination. And if I get there, I get there. I have actually like a girlfriend I went to college with. Not girlfriend, just a friend of mine went to college with. You work in I know she works in Santa Barbara. So I texted her. I was like, I'm going to be there for 20 minutes. Can I steal you for coffee? And it didn't work out. But I did end up making it to Santa Barbara. And before I got there, Dude, I got like 10 miles past Malibu, and I'm just like driving. It's like you're 50 miles an hour for anybody who hasn't done it before. It's just this highway that just goes all the way up the coast and down it. And I'm driving, and I'm looking at the water. Brax, the water is bluer than I've ever seen an ocean before.
Dude, that view, like coming over the hill in Malibu where you can see the whole ocean down to Point Doom is like the best view in the world. And it's so blue, and it looks so good at golden hour. You're like pulling at my heartstrings with saying all that, man. Oh my God, that was my drive every day.
Now I will tell you, Luch, you were actually. Go ahead.
Before you ask that question, because I think it'll play into this. So I'm driving and I see what he sees. I get over this hill and like I'm just past Malibu and I'm like, oh man, and that water's really blue. And I realize I'm wearing a bathing suit. I prepared for this. I have a towel. I just pulled over.
Quick.
I want to get into that water. I want to know what that feels like. And so I like walk down the cliffs. And there's just this chick hanging out, just armpit hair everywhere. She couldn't care less. Just like, hey, boys. And then to my right, there's just like this mom with huge fake tits just sitting there reading a book with her like 12-year-old son who's about to go surfing. And I was like, okay. I go out to the water, and that water's fucking cold, man.
Facts.
That is cold, Belly. Have you touched the Pacific coast, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Just the feet.
Water's cold, buddy.
Yeah. Well, the thing, they don't get freaking humid, nasty weather like we get out here. Yeah. Like, that was what I was gonna say. You aren't missing anything out here. It was nasty hot yesterday. Nasty.
I know. I lucked out somehow and just picked like the 3 most miserable days to come out here and have nice weather. So that worked out. But yeah. I'm feeling for you guys back home. I know what you're going through, and it sucks.
Sweaty balls is what we're going through.
Yeah,
a lot of ball sacks.
Not that, just sweaty. Sweaty balls.
Sweaty.
So anyway, I did end up making up to. So I went in the water and I forced myself to submerge my head. I felt like I told myself that was an initiation to the West Coast. You got to get fully
baptized.
Oh yeah,
baptized.
You got to go all the way in there. Get deep.
You gotta bless them.
Yep.
Man. So anyway, I did, but the reason I think it's also so cold is because like what I'm not used to, what you guys on the East Coast I know we aren't used to, is like when you are at the beach, it's fucking hot and it's humid as fuck. So excuse my language, but it's just how it's like, oh, you can feel it like weight when it's humid. And the difference is, like, when you get down towards the water out here, like, it's a cool breeze, man. So, like,
oh, yeah.
Wet at all, it's freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets, like, cold. If you stay at the beach till, like, sunset, it gets chilly. Like, you better have a hoodie with you.
You'll catch a cold.
That was at 1 o'clock. So, in the afternoon. And it was just, like, 85 out in the city, but, like, or even, like, out on the street. But as soon as you get by the water, pretty chilly.
Yeah, it's crazy down there.
Is, Santa Barbara, dude. Belly, we talked about how, like, we were talking, like, what are our 3 places we would want to live? 3 cities? That's my number 1 from here on out.
Oh, really? All right. Boom.
SB over
Window
LA.
shopped.
Have you been out there, any of you?
Yeah, I went there for my spring break when I was a junior in college, and it was, like, one of the best weeks of my life. It's so beautiful out there.
Belly, I never knew this existed. I'm talking Colorado-sized mountains 5 miles from the coast, from the beach. My friend, she told me when we were talking, she lives in the middle. She says it's a 15-minute walk to the coast, and it's a 15-minute bike ride to the foothills of the mountain with all the trails. I'm like, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
You're within 1 wheel distance of 2 beautiful things.
Yeah, of the coast, of the beach and the mountains, and it's like, I couldn't believe how big the mountains are out here. It's like Colorado-sized mountains where you're just like, oh shit. And then there's just all these like beautiful like California style houses just like in the mountains looking out at the coast. And it just reminded me of like Colorado Springs where you're at the foot of Pikes Peak and you're just right 2 miles from the base and the mountain's just whoosh huge. I just can't believe it's that close to the water, man. That's awesome. So Santa Barbara is now my number one by far.
Yeah, I was about to say, and you have the beach like 5 feet from all that. Like Colorado, you just have mountains, but that's why California is awesome, because you can go like surfing, skating, and snowboarding all in one day if you wanted to. It's beautiful.
So not to sit out here. I mean, there's also plenty of things that suck about it, and I'll tell you what, I'm an East Coaster for life. I love it out here.
Hey, Luch, the tallest non-Alaska mountain in the U.S. is in California. So,
did you just pull that up, or is that Social Media Lounge?
That was me.
Can I just say, and I'm just saying, let me just go ahead and take 3 minutes before we go to break. Like, nobody wants the most improved award, right?
Yeah, that was like you sucked as a kid, and like now you're okay.
When you get the most improved award, it's almost kind of like a backwards compliment.
You struck out every time. You got a hit towards the end of. You got a couple hits towards the end of the season.
But I mean this when I say this with all my heart. With no backwards bullshit. If there's a most improved award at TTR Studios, it is 100% Belly Matt LaBelle.
Oh, thank you. I've sat in every chair. I've worn every hat. Now, so it's funny you say that, because here's what I know about myself, and it's what I always say when an interviewer asks me, what is my greatest quality as an employee? My greatest quality as an employee is my adaptability. I will be able to adapt to any situation you put me in. I will be able to figure it out and make it happen no matter what any kind of thing. You absolutely will know that I'm going to figure it out and I will get it done.
He's a chameleon.
Yep. Ultimate
that's
chameleon.
One of the best skills I think that you could have going forward is it's just knowing how to read a crowd, knowing how to. You have confidence in yourself. I think is where that basically comes from. Is you know that you can handle whatever we throw at you. But it's been really fun to watch. Brax, you too, man. It's just I'm really proud of you guys to see because now I can see. We set this up so I'm looking at the screen of what everybody is seeing live, so we figured out that's how we can do it. And I'm watching them like pre-show. I'm like, Jesus, I don't even need to say anything. They're basically telling me, hey, zip it. We got it.
Luch could take really cool. A month off. We'd figure it out.
Yeah,
we'd be fine. Is that a little hint in there? Hey.
No, well, if you ever want to take a Dan Le Batard style vacation and you want us to still keep the shipping container going, we'll do it.
Okay. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Belly, why don't you take us to break, man? Let's get out of here and get into this date last night.
Absolutely.
You guys got to hear the story, man, because I'll tell you what, I had a really good time last night, and there's proof of it. But
what?
I guess I'll tease this. Imagine leaving a voicemail to a girl who just gave your number on accident when you get into the Uber and talk about her. That's coming up next.
What?
Y'all, it's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Hey, I've never been up there, but I'm coming. I'm making my way up to Boston.
All right. I unmuted us all.
Okay, so yes, very nice. Okay,
Yeah, didn't hear any of that.
I'm sorry, I muted us all. I had us all muted. I was too into the music. I had too much fun.
Getting it.
Forgot what chair I was sitting in.
I just gave you all these compliments.
Thank you for those, by the way. Thank you so much.
I was shouting out the social media lounge who's popping off. You want cold water? You head up to Cape Cod. I will see you there soon. Isn't that where is Cape Cod? Is that in Boston or is that New York?
Massachusetts.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Hey man,
you
listen,
guys are
okay?
both the worst at geography. All right, Billy's like New York, Philadelphia,
Whoa.
Georgia.
Born and raised. The playground is where I
Wait a
spent.
minute. Hold on. Did we just discover something? Belly, hold on. Say the states from New York to Georgia. Go.
New York to Georgia. New York. I know. I accidentally said Philadelphia instead of New Jersey. I know.
What?
And Philadelphia's
in Pennsylvania.
And Philadelphia's in Pennsylvania. I'm aware of that.
Can you do it? If you had a gun to your head and you had to say it perfectly on the first try, do you think you could do it? New York to Georgia.
Yes, I could do it. So it's obviously New York, New Jersey, Maryland. I'm not going to count Delaware.
Oh, it is Delaware.
Because it's on, but it's not. It's on the right. But it's there.
Yeah, that counts.
Delaware is the first state. Shout out to Delaware. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia.
Nicely done, sir.
And also, fun fact for you, your boy here,
good.
born in Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For you?
Southern boy.
Belly? You're
Yeah.
Southern Belly?
I'm Southern Belly. I'm a Southern Belly.
Yes.
Have yourself
So
where do you think that
was-
drunk Southern accent comes from, Luch?
Oh, guys, you don't realize this, but when he gets hammered, it's funny. He doesn't slur his words. He turns, oh, yeah, how you doing, ma'am? What can I do for you?
How you doing? You get your car to buggy today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. It's like you just all of a sudden transported to a saloon, and he's now your bartender.
Yeah, I do work
that's
at a
awesome.
tavern.
So, Belly, I gotta get to this, man. This is too funny.
Yeah, get to this date. Like, what? You left her a voicemail.
Well, okay, so let's back it up. I haven't been on you guys, we talked about this. This is the date that we were asking you, social media line, should I go on this date? Because originally it was a no-go, right? She had said, no thanks. He seems like a really nice person. And I was like, that is totally cool. But then she had some time to think about it. I think she got off of work and was like, wait, what am I saying? I'm totally down.
What am I saying? Of course I have to go out with the Luch dog.
Well, I mean, why not? It's a fun day.
Absolutely.
It's not like we were going to go solo. Like, I would get it. There's a lot more pressure if you're going to go solo. But if you're going with, like, your friend and like 2 friends.
Yeah, it's like a happy hour.
Yeah. Except we met at 9 o'clock at night. And they didn't get there till 10:30. I'm still on kind of East Coast time. So 9 o'clock is midnight to me. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
But,
they do
anyway.
stuff a lot later out there still. Like, they go out, like, their time going out is 10 p.m.
Dude, it's a Tuesday. It's like a Tuesday night. I was like, don't these people like work? No, they're all like entertainment like me. Where like it's not that yes they do work, but not normal like not these typical like 9 to 5. So there's like wiggle room of going out and then maybe just coming in later,
That is
staying
work.
later.
That is work. That's networking.
It's an interesting lifestyle.
Yeah,
it is though. Like a lot of people, like I don't know, influencers and stuff, like go out to promote like clubs and things. So like, technically, it is work for some people.
Oh yeah, like the city doesn't really start until like 11.
You mean like
nobody really is like at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 11 at night. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, and so it was funny because we went out and like, first of all, Matty Potts had an emergency at the store. That's why he's not here right now. He's got to make sure that he opens so that they can take care of it. It wasn't anything with Marinate. It was actually the neighbors. I think they shut off the neighbors' water and they're connected, so they have to come up with a fix. That's why he's not here with us right now. But I would tell him right to his face. First of all, he's got zero tolerance of alcohol. Zero.
No tolerance. You get a little
zero. You
one.
Drink him under a table.
Oh, I believe that. I had almost 50 beers this past weekend in about a day and a half.
You looked like it when you got home. You were like,
I was tired. It was a lot of beer.
But Potts is funny, man, because he never goes out. He works 7 days a week. He's got a baby on the way. Like he's tired. He's handling his shit. But when I get here, he's like, let's go party. And so like we were gonna go pregame. The girls were gonna get there at 9. We went to the Dresden, which I guess is some famous place out here. I was like, all right, that sounds cool. It reminded me a lot of Georgetown, really. It was just kind of like rows of, places and like bars. And so
Am I the only one curious to what he was wearing to this date?
Oh my God, I need
dude,
to know.
I'm getting to that right now. First of all, the undershirt that I wore to the date is in the trash can of the bar right now.
What?
So I know, like, I'm kind of drawing this out. There's a lot to get to. Is that a touch?
Keep going.
Yeah,
Bring it all in. Bring it all.
So all right. So we go to the first bar, and me and Potts are pre-gaming. The girls are gonna get there at 9. We get to a bar. We're gonna go across the street at 8:15. So all right, cool. Let's go get a couple. We order tequila shots, and the bartender goes, "Oh, I don't think we have tequila." There's like 50 bottles behind him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He found a bottle.
This is just like how Potts bartends. He's like, yo, you want a tequila? Here's a vodka cranberry.
Yeah, here's a vodka soda. Yeah, really. So, like, we end up hanging out, getting a couple drinks there. And we then realize the girls text us they're going to be a little bit late. So we say, all right, cool, let's go to the bar literally next door. So when we get to the bar next door, I need to set the stage here for everybody in the social media lounge who is chomping down on their beautiful breakfast brought to you by Belly and Marinate together.
I read that in one of my sexier voices, by the way.
I heard it. It was very sensual.
Very sensual.
We get to the second bar as we were still in the pregame mode, and the bartender is a knockout dime piece, like a 10 out of 10 just smoke show. I mean, I know I say that a lot, so I'm kind of watering down how attractive a smoke show is. I'm telling you, this is the judgment to which we all compare everyone else, is how this is the girl, okay?
Okay.
She's not giving me the time of day. In fact, I walked in and I go, hey, can I open a tab? And she goes, sure. You want to order something first? And Potts goes fucking nuts, making fun of me. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's from DC. Everybody makes fun of me at the bar. I'm that guy. Immediately, it's just like I'm here on the show. Everybody's just kind of like,
yes.
Who is this guy?
It's always an odd question. It's like, I'm ready for your drink order, and I will ask you if you want to start a tab when I come to collect your payment.
I didn't realize that was weird.
The assumption is you're either gonna give me a card to pay for it or start a tab. That's the two assumptions.
Gotcha. So I guess I get made fun of for a little bit. Now, what I am wearing.
Say hello.
Folks,
say hi. Care what ask them how they're doing today. That's always nice to do. You don't have to ask about anything else.
I am wearing.
Whoa.
Hey, fashion show.
My Boulder denim jeans.
Oh, from Bradley Michael Spence. BoulderDenimJeans.com.
Okay.
They are really nice, but I will say they're a little bit long for me. And you'll notice that this is all messed up, and I'll tell you why in a second.
How did it hold like that?
So I also have this very nice, button-down shirt. It's just a blue, collar.
I feel like I should be playing music.
And I'm rocking the arm, fold.
Got it. Yeah, so, the rolled up sleeve. Yeah.
And I'm also Belly. I have the first 2 buttons open on the shirt.
Do you have? So is your undershirt a V-neck?
Bit of a V. I've got a little V showing, right? And my undershirt, the white, basically Lahane's men's white undershirt.
V-neck though, right?
It's not a V-neck. It is a normal, just like what I'm wearing right now, but it's a white undershirt,
dude.
You didn't need to wear an undershirt, first of all.
Everybody in the bar made sure to let me know just that. Wait a minute. You're going on a date? You're going to wear that on a date? Go throw that shirt in the trash can. Seriously, it's $2. Do you want to get laid tonight? What are you doing? Throw the shirt away now.
Show your chest here.
Oh,
that's
man.
That's bartender, 10 out of 10. That's the bartender talking to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Because you got to imagine, Potts, the fucking asshole cousin that he is, I love him to death. He's like, excuse me, miss, can you please tell my cousin he looks like a fucking idiot right now? And so she starts breaking me down, and she's like, wait a minute, the shirt's too long. What is this? Is this out of a box? And yeah, actually, it was out of a box. I tried to iron it. All right, I'm trying. The effort is there, but apparently not good enough because there are still some creases. It's too long. It goes past my butt. And they're like, no, you can't do that. I was like, well, what should I do? Tuck it in? And they're like, no, you can't tuck it in at this point. And then she walks me over to 3 dudes sitting at the bar, and she goes, guys, how do we fix this? Because he's going out on a date, and we can't let him walk into this.
Oh my God! So you bought a dress shirt that wasn't square bottomed. If it's square bottomed, it's tucked.
It's a supposed to be tucked in, very long suit shirt, and I'm 5 foot nothing. So it's hanging down to my goddamn knees like a fucking, like I could sleep in it.
He's like a kid that got dressed in his dad's clothes to go to a date.
These are my nice clothes because the Boulder denim jeans are nice, man. They're nice They're nice jeans. They look good, but the problem is I'm short and they only come, I think, in like 34s. So they're too long, Belly. They're too long. And she brings me over to this table and the guys are like, all right. You know what? First of all, these jeans are too baggy, dude. Like in LA, there can't be any kind of, it's gotta be tighter, man.
High tight. What?
Here we go. He takes my literally takes my bottom of the cuff of my jeans and rolls them up into a cuff. And he goes, California cuff, dude. That's how we're gonna fix that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Onto these my nice brown dress shoes.
Oh, very nice. All right.
Okay.
Right? So
I can't believe you wore a t-shirt underneath their shirt.
Oh god.
I know. So they fixed that and then they're like, seriously, go. And I'm like, you want me to just rock chest? But guys, I'm worried because I got a light blue shirt on, and without that undershirt, you got to worry about pit stains now.
Deodorant, bro.
Wear fucking deodorant.
It's
like
not
that's
that
what
hard.
deodorant's for.
Deodorant.
You didn't
Brady,
have it?
Am I wrong?
What?
You got to worry about pit stains. Okay, I'll tell you the truth.
Did you wear
deodorant?
Did you wear deodorant?
Idiot.
Did you wear deodorant?
It's not that hard.
As I was getting dressed in my apartment, I put the shirt on. I said, all right, I know I shouldn't wear an undershirt with this. Within 3 seconds, I had deodorant on. There was a little bit of a mark because it's a tight fit. And
you need a better deodorant.
I'm not going to go out there and be worried about that all night. I put the undershirt on. Oh boy, was that a mistake. Everybody was offended. It was almost like I walked in with like a shirt that had a middle finger just pointing out.
Dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, so I had to bail. Everybody like fixed me.
Well, that's why they make the deep V like undershirts.
No, that's as bad if not worse.
Oh, it's as bad if not worse.
So.
But at least you can hide it. At least you can hide it.
True.
So
You're showing chest, but you have an undershirt on.
Yeah, true.
Is the undershirt acceptable?
Not in that situation.
Button down.
Never acceptable.
Is that accessible? They were telling me to they'll lose the shirt and go to the date in my white undershirt. That was an option, and I was like, no. I'm not doing that. So anyway, we get to the date.
No, blue jeans and a white tee with a California roll.
And the dress shoes. Actually, that might have been
dress shoes.
All right. It might have been all right. You get a little sleeve roll action.
Yeah, I was going to say, you roll the sleeve.
Get the greaser look going. Get like a classy greaser look going.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah. Roll a pack of cigarette, roll a dip up, and just roll your dip can up in there.
Yeah.
I was just looking around for my white t-shirt to try to throw it on real quick and show you guys what that would look like, and I forgot it's in the trash can. So I went to throw that away. And
you haven't even gotten to the date yet.
I know. I was like, well, this is the story for the podcast. See you, buddy. I kissed the t-shirt and I threw it in the trash can. I'm not going to carry it around all night. And we get to the date, and the bartender shows up at the bar we're at.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
This is good.
Ding,
ding,
The
ding.
9-piece bartender who dressed me shows up, and now she's watching the date. But the problem is, it's about as horrible of a setup for a date as you could possibly have. Let me ask you this: Social Media Lounge. Anybody listening right now, listeners, and all of you out in the globe. I know we've got people in different continents. Let's just take a deep breath. What is the worst situation? What's a bad situation to be on a date?
Right? Loud dance club. First date, loud dance club. Unless, you know.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Movie,
how about like a movie?
terrible.
Because you can't talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can we think of anything else?
Anything that involves like loud noises for long periods of time.
Yeah. Concerts.
Not necessarily loud noise.
First
or
dates,
silence. Yeah.
First dates, concerts. Unless it's like the most epic show of all time, but then you have to get married to that girl, right? If you go take her to a concert on the first date.
Yeah, but then at least you have your first song picked out. You know it's going to be that band.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Things that you're locked into for long periods of time, like
That's it right there.
Games or like stuff like that, you know, like football games or something.
Have you guys ever gone to a restaurant where the seating is like like you're a couple sitting across from each other, and there is like other people sitting right next to you. Like they're little tables, like thin tables, and they seat people right next to each other on the booths. So it's like one long booth, and then chairs.
Yeah,
I hate that so much. It's like I can hear what you're saying, you can hear what I'm saying, I can hear what you're saying, you can hear what I'm saying. It's terrible.
It's really bad for people with ADD.
It's great for overheard LA.
Trying to get somebody to open up. What did he say?
He said it's great for overheard LA. I bet you that's what someone was just in a bar being like, man, I'm just gonna start tweeting out anything I'm hearing in a place like this.
Brax, tell the people what that is.
So Overheard LA is this Twitter and Instagram account where people will submit things they just randomly heard while out on the streets or in a restaurant, whatever. And it's just some of the most absurd, like funny shit I've ever heard. And it's so good.
That's actually one of the reasons Chong Lee in the Social Media Lounge brought this one up. It's a very quiet restaurant that everyone hears your awkward blind date conversation. So I work in a fairly quiet restaurant, and I do hear a lot of awkward, like, conversation a lot of times.
And Belly, tell the people, remind them again, because it's a PSA that we always need to remind the people. Can the bartender hear every conversation, or do people realize how much you hear?
If you can hear the person you're talking to in the bar you're in, like not in a nightclub or something like that, then the bartender can hear every single thing you're talking about.
And people don't realize it, dude. And like, you just hear conversations. So anyway, yes, that's pretty awkward. Mm-hmm. One of those was the situation last night. Nicely done, Social Media Lounge. We were seated at the table in front of the stage of a jazz band who was like, they were, actually it's the movie. Okay, so we're at the restaurant in the movie Swingers.
Yes,
and the
awesome.
band that is playing in that movie is the resident band at this restaurant, and they're playing last night. So I was like, "Oh my god, look at that!" They're like,
"That's awesome."
It's pretty neat, and that's why I like it out here. That's there are things I hate about out here, but that's one thing I like, that you just never know what you're gonna walk into.
Yeah.
And they were super cool. They must be like 70 years old. It's a married couple. She's on the piano playing the flute at the same time. He's playing drums. He'll hop up and sing, and then they would let anybody from the crowd just come up and open mic.
Impossible. I need video evidence that she's playing the flute while playing the piano. What, is she playing the piano with her freaking feet?
She doesn't have 4 hands, but she would play the licks on the piano, and then all of a sudden she would just grab her flute.
Wow.
It was just like,
that's sweet.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
But I'm right in front of everyone. Like, you have to scream to hear who's at your table. So it was really hard to gauge like how this date was going. And so while we go to break here, I will tease it and let you know that it went very well. But I really, really fucked it up at the end.
Oh no.
Billy, go throw the tunes in there. That
I want a dead silence after that.
Now we're going to break.
I know you're trying to set me up, but I'm so locked into your story that I'm like, he's like trying to set me up to put the music on and do it right.
I just lobbed him a baseball, and he said,
and I'm like, oh my god, tell me what happened next.
I need to know now.
We'll see you on the backside of the break. This is Luch Dog in the Morning at
TTR Studios.
TTR Studios. I'll get it one day.
Have you ever wondered to yourself, man, what the fuck am I going to eat today? I got the answer for you right here, folks. It's Marinate Restaurant. You marinateyourlife.com. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go over there. You're going to get yourself some sliders, some bowls, some soups, some tacos, whatever it is, because you know on Tuesday.
User error, you know. I just I was trying new things. I wanted to do something fun, and I hit the wrong button.
It happens.
You're doing good. You're doing good. So good morning to Rich Jones, One Woman, One Wheel, One Keel, Chong Lee. I see all you guys hanging out. You guys are the best.
Hopefully their bellies are full after that big meal they just had.
There are some really nice things said in the social media lounge yesterday for the Voice of One Wheel, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for recognizing that the dedication is here, and we do it all for you because we realize I don't care if there's 5 people that tune into this or 5,000. You tune in, and we really respect that, and we appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So thank you very much. We'll keep it going, and guys, I'm doing a good. I feel like I'm doing a good job on this date, but like I don't want to be talking too much because like that can happen. That I can tend to do that. Right?
Oh, really? I've never noticed. What?
So I'm like gauging it, and like this band is just like blaring, but they're taking a good amount of breaks. So it's kind of nice. It's like you get 15 minutes to talk, and then it's like, okay, chill out and watch the band for a little while. So that worked out. But yeah, just to skip to the end of it, Belly, you have that voicemail queued up, right? Is that right?
I do have it ready to rock. I do.
So,
but I need to.
I
just need to make sure
in this segment.
Put it on the right fader. I believe it's the belly fader.
Don't play it yet, but yeah, you're gonna have it on the right fader.
Right.
We'll just have some fun with this because what happens is, first of all, the bartender from the beginning of the story that dressed me with everybody else in the bar walks in, and she's off and now sitting at the bar and basically just watching all of this unfold like we are the entertainment for the night.
Gosh, she sounds like my perfect woman.
Oh, dude, you would
I love doing that. I love watching and judging first dates as a bartender.
Well, she's a bartender. That's what you guys do, and you're used to it. And so she is just enjoying everything, and Potts is getting pretty drunk. So you can see the look in somebody's face when they're about at the end of the night. And I don't realize what time it is because my body clock is like way off. So I'm trying to gauge how this is going because she's doing a really good job of eye contact with everybody that she's talking to. When she's telling a story, she's hitting everybody at the table with eye contact evenly. And I'm really good at noticing where people's eyes go because that can tell you a lot. You know, if you're in a group situation, when I tell a joke or when something is funny, the first person I look to is the person that I'm most comfortable with. There are studies that say that in a funny situation, when the first person you look at to share that joke with, that's who you're most comfortable with in that circle.
So I'm guessing you were looking Raven dead in the eye.
I was most comfortable with Raven?
That's a joke. We know you're looking at Potts.
Yeah, I was, exactly. So you would imagine, oh God, that was a nice screen grab. You would imagine when somebody would say something funny, the first person I would look at is Potts. And she was doing a good job of just hitting all 3. And so I had no idea how this is going. And then all of a sudden Potts is like, hey, so we're going to get out of here. We got to go. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm pretty sure because it was hard to hear. But Raven says, this is Potts' girl. Yeah, so we're going to take off. Do you guys want to keep on dating?
That is not a good look.
It was a weird way of saying it. It was adorable. She wasn't saying, do you want to keep like dating each other? But she basically just put it out there. Like, do you guys want to, and it wasn't, do you guys want to hang out for a while? Do you guys want to stay? It was like, so do you guys want to keep dating? And the girl just immediately, yeah, we're good. We'll hang out for a little while. And I was like, oh, all right.
Very nice.
Touchdown.
Very nice.
Am I coming through on a good delay?
Yeah.
You're coming through good on your story. I don't know how much the social media lounge heard that one. We got a little choppy right in the middle of when you were talking about the goodbye part of your story.
Are we back?
We are back now. We're back now full stride, so we're good to go. So just to recap a little bit about that goodbye you shared.
The goodbye. So Potts had to leave, and his girlfriend says to me, says to the both of us, hey, we're going to get out of here. Do you guys want to keep dating?
That is not what you like. That's not what you want to say.
No. And I'm just like, oh my God. But you know, so that was a little awkward for me. And the first thing, the girl immediately was just like, yeah, we're good. We'll hang out. I was like, awesome. Okay.
Very nice.
This is cool. So that really was like my that really brought my comfort level down up, so that I was like, oh, okay, so we are connecting. This is cool. And we ended up having a really nice, I don't know, another hour and a half. It's 1:30 in the morning now, and we're getting our Ubers. So we walk out.
Oh,
here we go.
Matty Potts in the social media lounge.
Oh, yes, yes.
Hey, FYI, I will give you this 411. Maybe I shouldn't, but we have extra listeners today.
Phenomenal. Oh, is that what she
Oh,
said?
no.
So if she's listening, if she's listening right now, I swore I couldn't. I told you we're sitting in front of the band. I wasn't sure if she said, "Do you guys want to keep dating?" And apparently from the social media lounge, she said, "Do you guys want to keep hanging?"
She said hanging.
Which is way better. So okay, very nice. Very nice.
Yep. She said
like,
hanging.
But yeah, it was really funny. So when the girl said yes, I was very excited, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So now we have to leave. The bartender who is from the beginning, who dressed me in the first place, is like, giving me touchdowns from the bar. They're very excited. That it turned out to be obviously a very nice date, and it looks like are we choppy again?
Yeah, we are choppy again. Not liking it.
Chop.
Yeah, the internet's been weird. It's jumping all up and down. But yeah, just keep going. We're recording, so.
All right, so we'll throw that out there. Anyway, All right, so basically we get to the we walk outside the bar and we order our Ubers. So what happens is whatever, we set up a second date for today. Okay, I'm very excited about that. Gonna go hang out, and that's cool. But she's like, wait, do you have my number? And I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably grab that, right? So,
yeah, definitely.
Right?
You're skipping all the steps. You're all out of place.
Got to get the number.
But I think that's why it's working, because like I'm not going, I don't know, I was just having a good time, and if it works out, great. And it was. She's a very nice person. Go figure. You would think in LA you come out here and everybody's going to be like superficial, and it was just weird. Like, she was really down to earth and kind of nice, and it was a nice conversation. We had a good time. But as we're waiting for our Ubers, and I'm stalling to try to get the output a little bit better because the end of the joke is coming. But whatever, I'm not going to stall anymore. We get to ordering our Ubers, and she says, do you have my number? And I said, oh, yeah, give it to me. Here, I'll call you real quick, and that's how I'll store it in my phone because the Uber is like a minute away. Both of ours are. And so I call the number, and the Uber shows up. And I'm like, okay, got it. This is me calling you. I'll talk to you soon. She's like, yeah, okay, sounds good. And we say goodbye. We'll kiss on the cheek. Very, very nice. I get in the Uber, and unfortunately, my phone is now leaving a voicemail on her phone.
Oh, no.
How long is this voicemail?
It's only about 1 minute and 43 seconds, but we're going to play about 30 seconds of it because that we don't need to hear me just yammering with the Uber driver about what it's like to be an Uber driver and things in LA. But the first 30 seconds are very much about her. And I didn't know. She texted me when I got home. She's like, I got a very nice voicemail there. Very interesting voicemail from you. That's what she said.
Oh.
You're terrified in that moment. You're like, oh, God. What do you mean I sent you a voicemail? Oh, when I called you to save the number, when I got in my Uber, when I was talking about you.
Because you don't know how to hang up the phone?
Nah, we'll play it for the people. You can go ahead and hear it yourselves.
All right.
Let's hear it.
69R, is that you?
No.
No. 7GT, that's me. Come here. I'll call you tomorrow.
Do you have my number?
I do now.
Yes, I guess you called me.
I'll find it.
All right.
Bye. Hey, bud, how are you? Thanks for grabbing me, man. Oh, that was a good first date. Oh, cool. Yes, sir. That's a good feeling. That's a very good feeling. Thank you, man. How's your doing?
Is that it? Is that all you wanted me to play?
Oh, man. So she got that and another 48 seconds of me yammering. But it was received. Has that ever happened to anybody? How would you feel if that was you? I mean, obviously, it was fine.
That is, I mean, I've accidentally butt dialed people before, I'm sure, all the time. But, I mean, not to that kind of level. Not like that. Not like that.
It was really awesome to see the way she handled it. She was like, it was adorable. I was like, oh, it's so funny. She's like, I'm glad that you had a good night. I said, yeah, me too. I'll see you tomorrow. But it's just like, she easily could have been like, like if that wasn't a good date, that would have been really sad, you know? If like she
thought it was a good date. It's we're losing. Now we get Frozen Luch. That's a great Frozen face.
That is a great
I'm fairly certain what he was about to say.
And we're back.
We're back. We got him.
This is the best part of the whole episode, and of course the internet sucks. Man, Cox Cable can go shove.
Actually, I think that was your internet this time.
yeah, ours is green.
Ours is green and good to go. You're the one that's freezing here, boss.
So that's the story of how you leave a voicemail about what you thought of the date on the date's phone on your ride home. But what I will say that I enjoyed that she did, this is like, do you guys know that song by the Ataris? This is a stab in the dark, but there's a song by the Ataris that has a quote from a movie that I believe is Michael Rappaport saying these words where you know a girl is a keeper, and this is dated because it would never happen in cars like this anymore, but you know a girl is a keeper when if you go to let her, you lock both of your doors in your car. And when you're walking to the car, you're driving, right? You walk her and to the passenger door, you open her door. You let her in, you close the door. Your test to know if a girl is a keeper is when you're walking now around the car to get to your door, does she reach her arm over and unlock your door from the inside for you? Because if she does, that's a keeper.
I don't know about that one.
Wait.
Why don't you have a clicker that does it all?
It doesn't matter anymore. But put yourself back when cars didn't have those.
Manual roll-up windows.
With the keys to unlock the door. Instead of doing that, she would save him the time. She'd just go ahead and unlock the door for him. It was a little move to let that person know that this girl's a keeper.
That's a fair good move. Yeah, I wish it was still in place today.
Doesn't exist anymore.
No car built after 2010 is that even capable.
Before I get to what she did that I think is a good sign for a girl, at least, not necessarily that she's I think this is awesome when a girl will do this. Is there anything that we have in the social media lounge or listeners, what makes a girl a keeper to you, or a guy? What makes your date like
PC answers option, please. PC option. What? PC answers only, please.
Yes. Thank you very much, Belly. Otherwise we'll stick our bouncers on you and kick you out. But I would like to know, like, what is something that a date could do that lets you know, oh, this might have legs. This person has a good, kind soul. Belly, do you have
saying she'd like to see me again?
Yeah, a girl did this to me the other day. We were at a bar and she like knows what I like to drink, and the bartender came up to us and she just like ordered our drinks.
Oh,
and I was like,
I like that.
I
like that a lot.
It's like, all right, hell yeah,
I like that.
Hell yeah.
Do you like it if somebody orders for you?
In that sense, yeah, I like turn me on.
Oh, we've got a Mr. Joe Carluccio in the social media lounge today. Goodfellas Goodfellas is the movie. Goodfellas.
Dad, Papa Joe from the Peanut Lounge.
Shout out.
Peanut Gallery. Awesome. Thanks, Dad. Look at that. Is that what did we call him? Joe Pa from, remember we did that whole spot with him from Richmond? Oh, that was so funny. I had my dad fake as a caller and to just call in and just be like all about like, oh, I can't believe Tom Brady or whatever. The NFL sucks. My dad's like such a radio head, and I get a lot of where I do this completely from him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome that he's in here right now. But yeah, what she did that I would say is a keeper move, if you will, is that I like it when a girl will text you like after you leave the date. If she texts me like, hey, that was a good time, thanks for a great night, or just like she texted me last night, hey, did you get home to the Airbnb okay? That's adorable to me. That's so sweet. That shows somebody that is like there's a connection there. It's not just like, all right, cool, see you, whatever.
They actually care. Like, did you make it home? You good? Cool.
Yeah, I love that. So if you had a good time, I think you have to be sure that the other person had a good time too, right? Like that's a ballsy move if you're not really sure.
At least for the girl, tell the guy if you had a good time, because he definitely wants to know, but he doesn't want to be like too eager about it.
But make sure he had a good time too, because like some guys are just, I don't know, man. I hear stories about guys out here that are just dicks, man.
Hey, guys are dicks sometimes.
Welcome to LA.
Yeah.
Oh, from One Keel, by the way. This one's from One Keel. Girl one wheeler equal keeper.
Keeper move, dude. Full on. I'm a one woman one wheel.
Bronx Tale from Chong Li. Chong Li says it's Bronx Tale is the movie.
Bronx Tale. Yes, Papa Joe.
Oh, Bronx Tale. That movie's the shit.
That's what it is. That's in the, I forget what Atari's song that they do that in the bridge. They just play that clip. That's right. Thank you. God, I love.
Yeah, I was like, Michael Rappaport's not in that movie.
I love that
He's not
movie.
Goodfellas.
I watched that movie for the first time while I was in Europe, which I found strange. But
that movie made me so uncomfortable.
It's so good though.
That's all I got, folks. What do you, Belly? Anything? Any comments? Any thoughts here? I gotta be honest with you, man. We're supposed to go to some museum or something today. I just think it's fun to have somebody to go like do stuff with. That's really all what I'm excited for.
Yeah, you gotta. I think we talked about this a little bit post show the other day. It's one of those things where you can get into, especially when you're in a new place where you don't know a lot of people. The best thing to do is to get out, is to go out, meet people, and just converse. Find the spot in the city that you feel like you're home, and like you did in Santa Barbara when you went up there, and all of a sudden you feel like, holy crap, the possibilities are endless here.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
tell you,
one
man,
of those
it was
things.
awesome. Like I rented a Dodge Charger. I was like, give me something fun. I'm going to go hit the coast. I drove 5 hours yesterday just looking at stuff. It felt like I went to the grocery store. Like it didn't feel like long at all. And it made me realize like this country has some really cool shit to offer. And it's just nice to see it and realize like, you know, how big this place is. And man, all these TV shows that anyway, it's just fun to do. But I should say, while we have 1 or 2 minutes left, while Matty Potts is also listening to the Social Media Lounge, he's ready to rip me a new one, so I will go ahead and just do it for him.
Yes.
No, I want raw Potts ripping.
How do we get him? Can he call in?
I don't know how we can get him today. Maybe not today.
Set up the phone real quick.
Maybe not
Set up the
tomorrow.
phone.
It's
Is
set
the
up.
phone
It's
plugged
ready
in?
to go.
Call Potts.
Call.
Potts,
571-354-7338. Potts is the number. You call in right now and you rip Luch a new behind
for being for pushing the show back an hour today.
Yeah, give the people what they want, Potts.
He's ready to light me up. He was like, I'm going to tear you a new one on today's show. I'm just letting you know. I'm like, okay.
Let's see it.
571-354-7338. Potts, I will hijack the show for you if you would like to come in. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you to the Social Media Lounge who allowed us to get through some choppy internet today, which was really, really frustrating.
Yeah, and I told the Social Media Lounge this. We do a little back end. We do record every show, so we can always, if the video that ends up being the stream comes out after and it doesn't look good for us, we'll just replace it with our recorded video, so you guys get that full video anytime.
And that's an awesome point. The only problem with that is that we lose the live chat when you watch back, which is just so much fun. That's such a great addition to what we're doing here. So really, Social Media Lounge, 10 out of 10 today. Thank you guys for hanging out. Belly, I think he is probably getting on to his workday. We might as well just get the heck out of here.
Yeah, especially since we're going 0 on the stream again anyway. So
all right, throw the tunes. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's all I got.
Wait. There it is.
I'll do the Pots today. Brax, say goodbye to the people, my man.
Hey, peace out. Find your G-spot. Keep it slutty. Peace.
Man, it's been a good show. As I know, keep it slutty. I love it. Slutty Boy 5 coming at you live. That's right.
Holding it down. Thank you, people, man.
As always, it's great to be here. It's another fun show. Always check us out on all of our YouTube shows. If you haven't watched The Voice of One Wheel yet, do it. If not, check us out on Friday again. We'll figure out what time we'll be here.
That's it for us today here from TTR Studios A and B. Thank you guys for hanging out. You can kindly go fuck yourselves.